Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Ale Pokemon channel for episode 8 of our signature set battle series, in which we take two different sets, all from the Scarlet and Violet era, pit them against one another, and see which one will give us the better hits after opening an equal number of packs, and then we will declare a winner. We've had some real fireworks in these videos. If you haven't seen episode 7, go back and give that a watch, because that's probably the craziest video of any kind I've uploaded up to date. Some mad hits in that one, so I'm hoping that level of luck is going to carry over into today's video. But without any further ado, let's introduce our competitors. So first of all, in the red corner, we have the most successful set in the history of set battles so far, with 2 appearances and 2 wins, weighing in at 3 packs, as has become tradition around these parts. It is Paradox Rift. Like I say, 2-0 so far, has yet to lose a set battle. Can they keep their streak alive and go 3-0 and really push out as the kingpins of the set battle series? Only time will tell. But we have a plucky new contender in the blue corner, also weighing in at 3 packs. We have Destined Rivals, the set I have opened the least of. Currently, I've only opened 2 packs of Destined Rivals. So this is new for me and new for the set battle series. Like I say, it's their first appearance today. Are they going to get beaten by the much more experienced Paradox Rift, or could they pull out a surprise, pull out an upset victory? We will find out by the end of this video. As is tradition, I have some nice cards from these sets in the background. As you can see, with Destined Rivals, like I say, I have only opened 2 packs, so our only hit is the Rabsket EX, which we actually opened up on video, so do check that out if you haven't seen it. And then, of course, on the Paradox Rift side, we have an embarrassment of nice cards to pick from, but we've gone with the Beach Court Hyper Rare, and then the Goldengo Secret Illustration Rare as well. I think today we will start with the newcomer. First off, with a pack with Mewtwo and Giovanni on the front. Like I said, these are only the 3rd through 5th packs I've ever opened of Destined Rivals, so this is kind of a cool double feature. I could have done my own video just opening these, but I decided, nope, let's introduce some new blood to the set battle series, because we are seeing a few of the same names popping up. So let's crack into pack number 1, removing the code card. For the energy, I'm going to go with a fire energy, you know. And no, it is a ground/fighting energy. So let's crack into the pack. We have a Heat Rotom, a little oven with some gloves on by the looks of it. Marnie's Impidimp. It's a cute little fella, he's a goofy little guy. A Shroomish hiding in amongst the foliage. A Stevens Skarmory, the big metal bird. A Team Rocket's Nidoqueen, that's a cool one. A Team Rocket's Ampharos, another one, a big electric boy. A Granite Cave. Stevens Pokemon, both yours and your opponents take 30 less damage from attacks from the opponent's Pokemon. Cynthia's Gibble Reverse. A Team Rocket's Rattata Reverse, that's a cool one to get. Oh, and on the end, an Arven's Mabastiff EX. Ultra rare, that's very nice. Okay, we're definitely going to be sleeving up that bad boy. So first pack, Destined Rivals bringing the fire. We always do well in these videos. Starting off with an ultra rare, a nice one as well. Look at that artwork, the purples. You've got Arven in the background and then the Mabastiff in the foreground. That is lovely. So we're going to make a little bit of room up here and get our Mabastiff into frame. But wow, okay, starting off in a big way. Like I mentioned before, our last video was absolutely insane, but we're off to a very good start again. Destined Rivals, making it clear they ain't here to play, they're here to win. Paradox Rift 2-0 at the moment. Can they hit back with a hit of their own? Taking off the code card. For the energy, I'm going to go with a Psychic Energy. Oh, and we're right, okay. Luck seems to be on our side at the minute. Let's hope that's going to continue to be the case with the packs. So we have the Apom holding, it looks like an apple it's holding in his little hand tail. A Galvantula. Of course, evolves from Joltik, one of my favourite boys. Mantike, having a little swim out in the ocean. A Pansage. A Technical Machine Devolution. An Exploud doing a big old yell, a very noisy line of Pokemon that. A Mela. a Gargeist reverse, a Jirachi reverse, and on the end, just an Aegislash. So Destined Rivals staying out in the lead for the moment as we go into pack number 2. I believe this is Cynthia and her Garchomp. I believe I'm saying. I know that in this set, of course, it's usually the SIRs that are worth the most, but I believe in this set, it's the Team Rocket's Mewtwo SIR that is the top hit that you can get. So that would obviously be the ideal one we will be looking for. But like I say, it's basically a brand new set to us, so any hits are going to be gladly received. So we're going to take off the code card for the energy. I'm going to go with Darkness Energy. Oh, we're right again. Okay. I don't know what it is. Something about the set battles that we just seem to be luckier than we are the rest of the time. So let's crack into it. We have an Arven's Toad School. Team Rocket's Coughing. Okay, that's a cool one to have. Smog Signals and Leaking Gas. I like that. Smoliv, the silly little olive. A Torchic. That's cute. That's a cute artwork. Cynthia's Melodic. That's cool. A Marnie's Lipard. A Teal Mask Ogapon. Okay, there we go. So now I can actually see what Ogapon looks like. I feel this is the first artwork where I'm actually getting a look, because usually the mask's so much at the forefront. Okay, that's interesting. So it's just a little leaf fella. A Team Rocket's Houndour. That's a nice reverse to get. A Cynthia's Feebas. And then on the end, a Marnie's Grimmsnarl EX. So Destined Rivals is coming out strong. 2 packs, 2 hits, a regular EX, and then the Arven's Mabastiff EX Ultra Rare. So we're being rewarded by the new set. That's lovely. It looks like it's doing some big sort of, I'm guessing, poison attack would be my assumption. A little ball of poison there. But let's pop that in the back. So, Destined Rivals, 2 hits. It looks like they could be on the verge of defeating Paradox Rift, handing in their first loss, but Paradox Rift still has 2 packs to go. They've still got a chance. And the question is now, are they going to be able to come back? They're going to need something really big if they want to come back in this episode. Taking off the code card for the energy, I'm going to go for Grass Energy. We're right again. That's 3 energies in a row. We've been right on. Like I said, it's just something about this series. We're always incredibly lucky. So starting out, we have the Wiglet. A little bit of a trippy cosmic art there with the numerous Wiglets. A Gligar, going for a little fly. A Blipbug. Fuecoco, hiding under a leaf from the rain. It's a cute card. Snorlax Doll. It's another nice card. I like that. Wouldn't mind a big plushy Snorlax to have a good look with sometimes. That would be very nice. A Tinkerton with a big hammer. A Tatsugiri. So now we're on to the hits. Like I said, Paradox Rift, they need something big here. We've got a Pansear reverse. A Luxurious Cape reverse. And on the end, just a Chi-Yu holographic, a little fire fish. So it's looking like Destined Rivals is on the verge of cleaning up today's video. 1 last pack. We're 2 for 2 from hits so far. Could we go 3? 3 for 3 on hits? We've already done really well. We haven't got anything to complain about, but, you know, I mean, this series, it's always insane. Lightning Energy, I'm going to say no. The streak of energies comes to an end, but let's crack on. We have a Team Rocket's Blipbug, a Team Rocket's Larvitar, a Stevens Beldum. There are some cool Pokemon in this set that I really like. A Katoddle, a Huntail. I don't recognise that. I'm pretty sure that's the first time I've got that one. Oh yeah, that's the one that evolves from a Clamperl, I believe. A Marnie Scrafty. Pull your fucking pants up, Scrafty. A Team Rocket's Great Ball. Okay, that's a cool one to get. A Torchic reverse. A Skarmory reverse. And then on the end, just an Arven's Greedent. So we've had a bit of an Arven theme today with the hits and also with this holographic card. So that's it for Team Rocket. 1 final pack for Paradox Rift. We would need something massive, I think, at this point. Basically, an SIR or a Hyper Rare is probably the only way that Paradox Rift is going to win, unless we get a double hit. We've seen crazy stuff happen on this channel before. Like I say, Paradox Rift wants to retain their undefeated streak. They need something big here. So the code card, I'm going to go with a Ground Slash Fighting Energy. No, it's a Dark Energy. So 3 out of 6 on the energies today. So we've been really lucky with the energies as well. Let's crack into this last pack and see if Paradox Rift can pull off the impossible. We have Tinkertink, Charcadet, a Flittle, Rubbish, the literal garbage bag full of rubbish. An Ambipom with its big hands, big tail hands. Another Snorlax doll. Pinkerton that we saw before. A Palkia reverse, that's a good reverse to get. A Tandemaus reverse, and it's the last chance Paradox Rift. Oh my god! Oh, a Groudon! Illustration rare. Wow, look at that. That is a really, really cool card. Holy shit, look at that. That is beautiful. So, we've got hits from both sides. Both of them have come out punching, but the question is going to be, which set is going to be our big winner? I've got a feeling, you know, from seeing other content, that this might actually be quite a valuable card. So it might not be as clear-cut as it first appears, but 2 hits, the Destined Rivals, 1 big hit with the Groudon, of course a legendary Pokemon as well, is always going to be good in a full art. And like we always do, we're going to take a quick break. I'm going to review the results and we're going to come back and crown a winner. Hello everyone, welcome back. So like I always say, somehow we're always insanely lucky when it comes to the set battle series. We've had some big hits today, and normally when we do these videos, what I look at is the rarity of the cards that we've pulled. But today, I think for the first time ever, we are going to reverse that a little bit. So first of all, we're going to take a look at Destined Rivals, the newcomer to the series today. They did themselves proud. They got a couple of big hits. It looked almost like it was wrapped up, but at the last moment, things can change. But first of all, let's have a look. So we got the Marnie's Grimmsnarl EX. Very nice card. Only the second EX that I've pulled from this set after the Rabsco, which of course was in the background earlier. And then the big hit was the Arven's Mabastiff EX Ultra Rare. A very nice looking card. Very happy to have that in my collection. The first secret rare that I've pulled from Destined Rivals, so that is also very nice to pull. Like I mentioned, normally I just go on rarities, and if we were doing that, Team Rocket would have won because an Ultra Rare is a higher rarity, but Paradox Rift literally pulled out one of the only cards in the set that would have won it for them. I think generally, like I say, when I do these videos, I'm going to look at the rarities, but there are certain instances where lower rarity cards are just worth more money, and like I say, it's not worth money, but it is about which gets us the best hits, and obviously what a card's value is worth is part of that. And I did look it up, and as I suspected, this Groudon is a valuable card. This is almost $100 card. So while it's only an illustration rare, while it's, you know, rarities fall below those of Destined Rivals by comparison, there's no way I can't declare this as the winner, and the Paradox Rift goes 3-0. The last pack, it's a crazy awesome artwork. I can see why it's so sought after. You've got the exploding volcano in the background, Groudon in the foreground. It's a fucking lovely card. Super, super happy that I'm going to be adding this into my collection now. I think this is now my most valuable card, actually, that I own. So, again, even though on rarities, you could argue Destined Rivals won, like I say, this has to win it. So, like, you know, I think moving forward, generally in the first instance, it's going to be, you know, which got us the better rarity pulls. But like I say, in situations like this, where we get something this valuable, that is going to end up trumping it. So thank you very much for watching. Again, we were incredibly lucky. 3 hits out of 6 packs, 2 secret rares, and then, of course, a $100 card, our most valuable card ever. It looks pretty well centered. This might be one that I even look at getting graded in the future. But yeah, another set battle video in the books. Paradox Rift 3-0 now. Is anyone going to be able to unseat Paradox Rift? It remains to be seen. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you're still enjoying the series. We're still getting the big drama. We're still getting the big hits. Do consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed. I hope you get to rip some cards soon and you have some good luck as well. Take care of yourselves and peace.